Imagine walking into a massive sports bar on Super Bowl Sunday and you see like 40 screens perfectly synced to the exact same millisecond of a live game.
Oh yeah, it's a great experience, but the setup behind it is wild.
Right. And the secret behind that isn't some massive, tangled web of fragile HDMI cables. Today, we're diving into a product page from HDTV Supply to demystify one highly specific piece of Pro AV gear making that happen.
Which is the ZeeVee ZvPro620-NA HD video encoder and QAM modulator.
Yeah, that is a mouthful. Okay, let's unpack this because while that name sounds like a wall of dense tech jargon, it's actually the secret sauce, the backbone of commercial video distribution.
Absolutely. To understand the ZvPro620-NA, you really have to look at what it's physically doing with the signal.
I usually think of these devices as, well, like a universal translator for video, right? Taking a raw feed and making it readable.
That's a good analogy, yeah. So it features two DIN inputs that accept component video, and that includes either digital or analog audio, or you can use a VGA input scaling up to 1080p.
Wait, VGA, like the old computer monitor cables?
Yeah, exactly. It takes those older or specific baseband inputs and basically translates them. It encodes them into an MPEG-2 QAM RF output.
Okay, but how does it physically translate a raw VGA or component feed into something that every single TV in a massive building can read simultaneously?
Well, what's fascinating here is the modulation process. It digitizes your raw video into an MPEG-2 stream, and then it modulates it onto a specific radio frequency carrier wave.
Oh, I see. So instead of trying to push a baseband video signal down 100 different cables, it injects that RF signal directly onto the building's existing coaxial infrastructure.
You nailed it. And to the televisions at the end of the line, this doesn't look like a computer or a satellite feed at all. Their internal tuners just see it as another standard broadcast channel.
That is incredibly clever. But because you're forcing that signal into such a strict RF broadcast standard, the input rules must be incredibly rigid.
Oh, they are. Very specific.
Yeah, I noticed this massive warning on the spec sheet. It explicitly states that it works perfectly with DirecTV H25 receivers, but it absolutely will not work with the newer DirecTV H26K receivers.
Yeah, the H26K is a no-go.
Why the hard line on that specific box, though?
It mostly comes down to HDCP, high bandwidth, digital content protection, and output formatting.
Ah, the dreaded digital handshake.
Right, exactly. Newer commercial satellite receivers like the H26K enforce those stricter handshakes, or they lock their output resolutions in ways that just don't play nice with a modulator. The ZeeVee is expecting a clean, unencrypted component signal.
So if the ZeeVee box detects an HDCP violation, or if there's a resolution mismatch,
the feed just dies, completely drops out.
Wow. Knowing how tricky live inputs can be, that makes the ZeeVee Show feature even more
Well, the
crucial.
Z Show is fantastic. It's a huge standout feature.
Right. The specs mention you can add an extra digital channel using an MPEG-2 program stream file, and that's capped at 200 megabytes, I think.
Yes, up to 200 megabytes. ZeeVee Show essentially turns the unit into its own localized media player.
So you could have your live game running on one custom RF channel, and then on the very next channel up, you're broadcasting a dedicated loop.
Exactly. A high-def loop of your own customized informational content right alongside the standard broadcasts.
Okay, so here's where it gets really interesting. We need to talk about the price versus the practical application.
The investment side of things, yeah.
Right. The unit is listed at $1,269, which is discounted from $1,586, and you can even get an extra 5% off for wire transfers.
Which is nice, but it's still a big chunk of change.
It is. So I have to play devil's advocate here. Why would a venue drop over $1,200 on a single localized coax encoder when they could theoretically just buy a bunch of smart TVs and stream everything over a mesh Wi-Fi network?
Well, try running 40 separate 1080p video streams over Wi-Fi in a sports bar packed with 300 people.
Oh, right.
All of them checking their cell phones, constantly polling the router.
The network congestion would be an absolute nightmare.
Total buffering chaos. Coaxial RF, on the other hand, is a closed, dedicated physical medium. It offers zero latency, synchronized video to literally an unlimited number of endpoints.
Running a custom network like that demands serious uptime, I imagine.
Exactly. And for commercial integrators, that price tag is entirely justified by that reliability. This unit boasts an impressive 62,000 hour mean time between failures.
62,000 hours, that's insane.
It really is. It features dual internal cooling fans and a built-in web interface for really easy configuration via IP.
Plus, the source highlights a 5-year commercial warranty and a 4.7 out of 5-star customer rating. One integrator even left a rave review specifically thanking Rachel and customer service.
You really can't underestimate the value of good support for enterprise gear. It's built to just sit in a rack and function flawlessly for a decade.
So what does this all mean for you? Basically, the ZvPro620-NA is a highly specialized, incredibly robust workhorse.
Definitely. It solves a massive physical problem of multi-screen distribution.
Right, by turning literally any venue into its own private, zero-latency cable provider.
Which is pretty amazing when you think about the hidden engineering making it all happen.
It really is. Which leaves us with a fun, final question for you to ponder.
Oh, I like this one.
If you had the power to broadcast a custom 200-megabyte digital channel loop across a localized building network using a tool like ZeeVee Show, what hyper-niche content would you put on your very own private TV station?